Is there gen on? There's something making noise. Okay, we are live now, but there's something making noise.
All
I don't
right.
know if it's the gen or something. Okay, it stops now.
Oh, but you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you now.
It might be the Jan.
Yes,
It
yeah,
might be
stop.
the Jan.
It has stopped. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lagos. Hello, Nigeria, everyone. Hello, our fans and friends of Aderonke Live Show. I have with me confirm if truly the amazing, the fantastic, the one I can never. You can't box her. It's not possible. Like my husband says, he's the only one and only Bimbo Akintola. Join me with this amazing actress that makes every role believable. Please put your hands together for the one and only Auntie Bimbo. So good to have you.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me just start with this. There's this movie of yours. I know that because I've been asking people to share your movies that they can never ever forget. And of course, you know the number one people will say is you don't play with my tutu, you don't play with my
I,
tutu. That's out of
out of
bounds.
bounds.
Yes, out of bounds. And of course, some people remember the gardener, but there's this one I can never, never, ever forget. And that's the one you played with Ricardo Agbo. If that's
Oh,
the
which one?
right name of pronouncing his name. Very few
Yeah,
people
Ricardo.
saw that movie. But I saw it and I cried to the end. And I was like, I told my
Oh,
sisters and that this auntie can never, can never just be an actress. Like she's lost in this character. I think you played the role of someone with epilepsy or something. After the movie, I had to pray
I
for you. I prayed.
remember.
I can remember now. Yes, I had to pray for you because it was just too believable. I had to pray and say, God, no, this can't be. This is too real. I never knew what that sickness entail until I saw that movie and I was like,
Yeah.
wow. So people go through such like this, and I prayed for you. I sincerely prayed and I said, God, this role is too hard, but you made it too believable. There's no role that you don't make believable. All your roles: pregnant woman, funny girl, lover girl, daddy's girl. Why are you like this? Like somebody said, why is she so gifted, so talented? How did it happen, Auntie Bimbo? How did you get to be able to fulfill this?
I think for me, it's because for every story that you tell, you're trying to touch someone out there. If it's not believable, then you can't touch lives. As much as our work is about entertainment, it's also about information. That's we're not only there to we're a reflection of society. We are
Okay.
supposed to show you the negative and the positive of society so that we can start a conversation, so we can start a change, and so that we can also tell
Mm,
people out there that if you're going through this, we know, we understand that you're not alone. So for me, every
mm,
role is a statement. Every role, every character I play means something to someone. If you're
mm.
talking about a
That's
widow, we have widows in Nigeria who are going through
yes,
so much.
too much. Mm,
Yes, if we're talking about housewives who don't have kids, we have many women out there who are, suffering through that. So for every character I play, I try as much as possible to make sure that, their stories are told properly.
thank you. And you do it marvelously well. You do it beautifully well that no one. And I personally feel, maybe before I go to the next question, let me ask this. What was your childhood like? Can you remember? What was your childhood like?
Amazing. My childhood, there's six of us. I have five siblings, so
Wow.
we're full house. Yes, plus my mom. My mom got married at the age of 18. By 19, she had her first child. So my mom was the mom and one of the kids, if you can imagine it.
Mm,
I remember
yeah.
sitting outside in the evenings, all of us, my mom telling us stories. I remember
Mm,
picking any cutlery, fork, knife, spoon, and miming to music in the house with my mom, dancing. I remember my mom was a disciplinarian. She was the fun mom. She was everything. Because my dad was a customs officer, and he was posted from here to there to there. So my mom had a lot of work to do while he was working.
Yes, yes. So with your siblings, because from my discussion with you, I'll tell everyone a little secret at the end of this interview, that so that they won't think I just got Auntie Bimbo in a platter of gold. I've been on
No,
a
you
case
did.
since October last year.
Yes, I know.
I'm
It's crazy.
Yes, for those that think that, Ronke, how did you do it? Persistency, because I knew she was valuable for everyone to listen to her story. I've been on her case since October last year. So let me
Yes,
ask this, Auntie Bimbo. So I think you're very, because out of all our chats, when I chat with you, I talk to you, you're always talking about family. More than 2 or 3 times you had to tell me that, you can't be available this week. There's someone in the family that you need to see. You seem to, you are so close to the family. What is it? Is it the upbringing, or is just your person?
I think it's my upbringing. We were all very. We were my. It was kind of like we were always together. We did things together. It's my mom's family is also a large family, so I think
Okay.
because of that, we always, even if we don't see each other every day, we talk every day. We have a family group where we chat and make all kinds of noise, and also my mom is such an amazing woman. Also my father. Please, people always hear me talk about my mom, and they're like, oh, what about her
Yes,
dad? My dad is also amazing, but I'm a mommy's girl, people. First and foremost, I'm a mommy's girl. So I talk
you
about
look
my
like
mom
her.
most.
You do look like her.
I do. I do. I'm a mommy's girl, so that's why. My father is a disciplinarian. He's a strong character. My father started from nothing and made something of his life. I'm extremely proud of him and his achievements. I
Mm.
tell people all the time, I said, my father is a story that hasn't been told. He started from nowhere, nothing, and he made something of his life. He's like, if you can say, he's an example of, with hard work and persistency, you can achieve anything. That's my dad.
Mm. Awesome. Is it? Are you the only one in the family that is into acting, or any of your
Yep.
siblings are into acting?
Yep.
You're the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only
I
one.
think, I think, well, are you sure you didn't take all the gifts of everyone? Because people are blown away with your gifts. You can see the comments. I wanted to share some of these comments with you, and everybody just kept replying, "We love her. She's fantastic." And the amazing thing, I like when women are appreciated for their works, for their influence, not really the physique or their look or something. And that's the beautiful thing about the feedback concerning you. Everyone mentioned your work. It was about your work, it was about your job. They were always speaking about, she's one of the best, most, DM me and said something and said, is it Auntie Bimbo does not like publicity? That he follows you on Instagram everywhere, that you're not really at events, you always work related. Are you truly are you truly like that? Is it more of work for you?
I think I'm very old school when it comes to social media. I try, but I'm really not great at it. I have to be truthful. I always make this, every year I say to myself, "Oh, I'm going to be better this year." I promised myself last year that I'll be better, but no, I'm not. It's just
But
for
you're getting
me.
better.
I'm a very private person. I don't know how to share so much. And I think also social media is a today thing. Children of today, they understand it and know how to use it. I mean, I'm old school, so people will have to forgive me on the social media front. I will still promise to be better at it, but don't be upset if I'm not. I will try.
But the old school thing, the funny thing is, people saw your picture. I had to post that picture first, and I asked them that, who is this? And it was beautiful that everyone still knew it was you. They were like, it's Auntie Bimbo, those eyes. Someone said, I can never forget those eyes, even if you put on a mask, that they know those eyes. And but someone said, like, you're like fine wine, that you keep getting more beautiful as you
Ah,
get older. But yours is the reverse. What's the secret? Yours is the reverse.
there's no secret. People always say this, and I find it so funny because I have pictures of myself. Hello, I remember what I look like, so I know that I. But I'm grateful if people think I still look good. I like that. But there's no secret. There's
Yes.
nothing that I do. There's nothing fantastic that I do. Nothing. I cannot tell you it's this or that. It's just luck,
Mm,
pure luck.
mm. Oh, great, great. So let me ask Auntie Bimbo. So what has the team says that staying, valuable, what has kept you consistent? You've been consistent. You're among the very few that I watch and I'm like, I watched the movie of the one of it's on Netflix, the one about women cancer, and you played the role of this comedian. I've forgotten his name, my husband, because I write too. So I wrote about it and I told a lot of people that you need to see this movie. And I stood up at the end of the movie and said, this is the same person 15, 20 years ago. She's still delivering. What is that unique thing? What makes you deliver the same way all the time? Is even better and better every time. And sometimes we see the other, not to discredit anyone, but we don't see that consistently enough. Only few of those in that industry have it. So can you share with us, is it principles that work for you? Is it training? What works for you that makes it like that?
I think first and foremost is passion. Once I'm passionate about the story I'm telling, that's it. You've got me. Which is why I'm very particular about the scripts that I pick. Once I connect with the character, whatever it is that the connection is, it could be the message, it could be the fact that the person has been through trials and tribulations, whatever it is, as long as I connect with that character, I'm good to go. I'm passionate. I tell people all the time, I'm passionate about telling stories. I'm passionate about touching lives. I'm passionate about changing Nigeria. I know
Hmm.
it sounds like lofty ideals, but I believe that we can change anything
Yeah.
if we start
Yeah.
with one person. You know,
Yes.
so that for me,
Yeah.
for every, if you find out that a lot of the roles I take about women and the situation of
Yeah.
women in Nigeria,
Yeah.
because I believe that we can, if we share, if we put all the lights on several issues, we can change it. We can stand up and we can say enough is enough, and we can start to change the rhetorics. We can start to change our own stories. So I'm honestly very passionate about that.
That's true. That's very totally agree because almost all your movies talking about it's talking about the female going through one stuff or the other,
Yep.
except for few ones that you went to scatter somebody's house. The ones of the character you played for Out of Bounds, that was supposed to be a pastor's family, and Tutu came from
Out of
nowhere.
bounds, out of bounds is the same thing. It was the story of a little girl
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
lost, crying for help. She wanted her
Mm,
parents to hear her, to see her,
yeah.
and instead they threw
Ah,
money at her. She wanted
true.
their attention, not the money. So it was a little
True.
girl crying out for help. And
Yeah.
I'd seen, I mean, I just entered University of Ibadan then. And I've
Mm,
seen girls like that who are crying for help and not receiving the help. So for me, I thought it was a great role. I was like, oh, yes, let's talk about this. The fact that sometimes you need so much more than you're getting from your parents. Because we're Africans. We believe that a child is supposed to be a particular way, and we forget that children are also sensitive and they need certain
yeah.
things. And as a parent, it is you owe it to that child to be there for that child in whatever situation, like whatever the child is going through. So, and you have that in rich homes where instead of getting the attention that you need or deserve, money is thrown at you. Money is thrown at every problem. That's what Out of Bounds was
Mm,
about. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is just a little girl crying out for help. The way she went about it was racy,
yes.
but it was still a girl crying.
It was still a cry for help. Yes, it was. It was. Thank you, mom. So that talking about little girls, now we have a whole lot of young ones out there. For generations like mine, that we are maybe late 70s, for late 80s and all that. Yes, the 90s. I'm sure because I've seen that the responses I got are from those in my generation, those older. My sister-in-law even called me 11 p.m. last night and said, "Did you just post that Bimbo Akintola is going to be on your show?" I said, "Yes, ma." She said, "No way. I love her." She kept saying, "I love her so much. I love her so much. Please make sure she comes. Oh, I don't want to hear anything. I'm going to church, but I'm going to watch the replay, and all that." And so those are generations that know you so well. And we are so grateful for that consistency and for the gift of you, because this you have the raw talent. Now, for the younger
Right.
ones trying to get in the picture, they have very few people to look up to. Sincerely, I say this with all responsibility and and respect. They have very few like you to look up to. All they see is a lot of different things, no content. Let me put it that way, no content. So the few of it that they get to see, can you share with them how they can get into this industry if they really want to come into the Nollywood industry, which is fast becoming a big thing, a big deal. It's already a big deal, but it's getting bigger and bigger by the day. What are the things they need to watch out for? For you, give an example for you. How did you get and sustain yourself in this industry?
Like for me, once I decided that what I wanted to do in my life was acting, I went to school. I studied theatre arts at the University of Ibadan. I majored in acting, mime, and speech because I said, this is what I want to do with my life. So if that's what it is, it's a profession. You know, play. It's a profession. So I went to school and I studied. Now, if you've decided that this is what you want to do with your life, then you have to understand that you must put work. You have to work for whatever it is that you want. Go to school. If you can't, do a 4-year course, you can do a 3-month acting course. You can. You do that. Go for auditions. My first television role was in Family Ties with Lola
Yes,
Fanikayode.
yes, yes,
And
yes, yes. I remember.
I auditioned for that role. That's what I did. So go for auditions. I was lucky. I got through my first audition, and through that role, I got every other role. On that set, we had Niyi. And Niyi introduced me to, when they were going to shoot Owo Blow, he told Tadi, you have to meet this. She's amazing. They called me. I went for the audition. I got the part. From Owo Blow, I got Out of Bounds. From Out of Bounds, I got Gardner. And that's how it went.
Yes.
So,
I remember Gardner.
Patrick
Yes. Yes. It was beautiful. Yes.
So for whatever it is that you want to do, you have to understand that it's a profession. And there are certain things that you must do. Do a course. It won't take anything out of you. 3 months. Do that. And then go for auditions. And don't forget, for every role you get, it's your audition for the next role. Somebody's going to sit and say, I want that girl. So always give it your best. For me, that's what has happened. I think for every role I've been given, I have given it my best. And I can say that with all of my heart. I have given every role my best. I think a lot of people can see that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, we do. We do see that. So I think you're now into producing, production. Are you getting into being a producer?
Yes, I am. I'm not producing. My cinema film should be out sometime this year. My first cinema film should be out sometime this year.
Please, Auntie Bimbo, I want an invite. I beg of you. I know it's going to be hard for me to hook you, but I'm going to try. I don't give up. I'm the kind of girl that do. You are even tired of me.
You don't.
You're tired of me. Yes, please go ahead.
But one thing that's also important is that we have to, we've got to support our own. A lot of us say, oh, the industry is going as fast as it can or as it should. The reason is that we're not getting enough support from you. If I put my and people don't go and watch it, how am I inspired to do another one? Do you understand? We have to support. And support means watching, support means buying, support means making sure that you do everything that you can to make sure that we are still out there giving you our best. A lot of us want to just be actors. I'm an actor. That's what I went to school to study. And I would love to say that all I do is acting. But Nigeria does not agree with such a thing. So I've become a producer. But also as a producer, I need support from everyone out there. So when you hear about my film, it must be there. Show up.
See, I owe you this one. I owe you. I'm going to make noise. They call me Polongo. I'm going to Polongo this one for you when I get the details of the movie. No, you deserve it. See, you may not understand. I wish you can read all the comments or what people have been writing. Yes, I know that you know your worth. I know that you are valuable to the Nigerian system and to values, because like you said, every role is you influencing, sending out a message. But I can tell you, Auntie Bimbo, you have influenced every family. There is no family in Nigeria that you name, they won't know your name. That's why they've said that there's only one Bimbo Akintola. Any other one is a counterfeit. You have influenced us. When someone does the work well, When we mean well to the point that is unarguable. No one can argue the fact that she delivered on the role. And we rarely see you, you're not jamboree, like you said. You like the work, and we can see it. And I tell you that this your production that you're going to produce. I prayerfully, I say it with prayers, joining you, that Bimbo, you are going to be blessed. The
Amen.
blessings you have been receiving, the blessings you have been receiving before will be the least compared to what you're doing, because you have blessed lives. You have blessed me. You have blessed everyone around. And even my husband says that your acting is always fun. I need to stand up for one role that you did. If and nobody can watch that movie anymore. But if you have opportunity, maybe online or YouTube, go look for the movie. I don't know the title of the movie. Auntie Bimbo played an epileptic lady that was engaged to be married to another epileptic person. Oh Jesus! I need to stand up. I need to.
Oh,
I need to
thank you.
clap. I need
Thank you so much.
to. Well,
Thank Thank you so much.
we
Uh-oh,
should
network.
all be doing in honors.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
To the network is bad. Yes, because
Network is bad.
yeah,
Freezing, Abby. Network is
yeah,
bad.
network is back.
I want to our Niger.
So it's back.
It is out. Oh. Is it bad on my side? It is. Is it
So no,
bad on
it's
my side, Ron? Or
fine.
yours?
I can.
Oh, I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, she had to leave. I wish I could see all the comments, but I can't. Hello?
Okay, I guess it was network from my end, but she's back now. And people, can you hear me? I can
Yes,
hear
I came
you loud and
back.
clear. Okay,
I
that's
left and
great.
came back.
That's
I
great.
was worried. Okay.
No, frustrating. Okay, so I was going to ask that. So recently, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you did the movie 93 Days. And
Yes.
thank God we are celebrating women for the month of March. March 8th, precisely, it was International Women's Day. And we had amazing women that made their soul rest well. The doctor,
Amen.
Adedevo, and the nurse,
Adadebo.
Nurse Ada.
Yes.
Yes, that passed on. And you played that
Yes.
role. Let me come with these roles. Is it that you put yourself in, how do you put yourself in positions that you have never been before? How do you do that?
With Dr. Adadebo, it was crazy because I'd never met her. There were no videos on her.
Mm.
And the only thing I could go on was interviews. I talked to so many of her friends, and they all had something personal to tell me about her. And I felt so bad that I never met her. I like I'd lost something, not having known her because of the way people spoke about her. You know, we have a culture, us Nigerians, that that's dead is great. But this one was different. This one, everybody had at least one story about her that they had to share with me. And I was so touched. I was, goodness gracious, this, everyone's in tears, men, women. And she was a spiritual person, from what I gathered. And she was also a people person. You know, she would take one look at you and know if you were great or not. And I thought that was so special. And I was so stressed when we were shooting because I wanted to give a believable interpretation for people who knew her. I wanted them to watch it and see her. So they told me a few of the things that she did. She had a quick walk. She always had keys in her pockets that she would jiggle sometimes. And then that was every other thing I'd heard about her, created this image, this amazing image for me. And I could see her clearly. I spoke with her son. And one of the things that he said to me, you know, was so touching. He said, "My life changed the day she died, and it's never going to be the same." And I was like, my goodness. It was just, for me, it was an honor to play her. It was an honor to play such a great woman. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize the sacrifice of that woman. She sacrificed herself to make sure that we were safe. People she didn't know, people she had met, and every one of us. She did that for us. And it's, I don't know how many people would have done that. I don't know how many people would have stayed in that hospital knowing that they were exposed and that they could die. But she did. All those doctors stayed. They're amazing people. They're amazing.
God bless them. God bless them. And we pray that family continue to reward.
Yes. So for me, it was so important to tell her story.
Yeah. And Bimbo, do you feel the publicity? Do you feel the how like say the recognition is well enough for her? Do you feel is enough or more can be done?
So. I don't feel so. I feel like, you know, we should have a Dr. Adadevo Day. I'm serious. I feel because if we don't lift up our own heroes, who's going to do it for us?
No one.
No one. We are the ones. I tell people, I said, I'm so grateful that we told that stories, or else we both would have told it for us. And we are the ones that should tell our own stories. Because these are stories about us. Nobody can understand the nuances of being a Yoruba person if you're not, or being a Nigerian if you're not. There's certain nuances that are just us, that you can't take away from us. That's special to being Nigerian. And, you know, all those things came through in the story when we told it. We're able to show all those things. And we should have, no joke, we should have a day for all those doctors, but we should definitely have a day for Dr. Adadevo. She realized instantly what it was. She told all the doctors in charge. She made noise. They told Lagos State government. They got the government moving. If they hadn't done that, if the man had left the hospital and gone into town, it would have been another story entirely. More lives would have been lost. And she didn't allow that. You know, so I feel like we should have a Dr. Adadevo Day where we all just, you know, stand up and say thank you to this woman.
That she deserved it. Yeah, she deserved it.
Yeah, she did. Well. She did. She deserved it. She does deserve it. We should give her that recognition.
I do agree. And I think everyone should. If you don't know much about that story, Ebola was almost right in Nigeria. It was already in Lagos. It was already in Lagos.
Nigeria.
It was already here. She and her team, they stopped it.
They did. They stopped the spread of Ebola. Single-handedly, they stopped it. They made sure.
If you don't know the story, you need to go and watch the movie. Please watch the movie 93 Days. You understand why Auntie Bimbo is so passionate about it. You need to watch it.
If that man had been released, that's it. That's it. Done. Over. We had no idea where he was going. We can all guess that, oh, maybe he was going for a convention. Maybe some people said he was going to church. Stories abound. But if they had released him, my goodness, the story would have been different for us.
Thank God it wasn't. Thank God
Thank God for
that day. Thank
Adebo.
God. Yes.
Yes.
Thank God for her and the team and the team. Thank
Yes.
God for all. Thank you, Auntie Bimbo, and thank you for playing that role too. You did it fantastically well, as always.
I,
As always,
I can't
like the
tell you
queen was
how grateful, how grateful I am that I played her. I feel like for me that's a highlight in my career. That's a highlight in my life that I got a chance
like
to play someone that
someone said,
amazing.
who would have played that role? It's Auntie Bimbo
Thank
now.
goodness it was. Thank goodness it was because I was so honored that I got to play her. Honestly,
So let me ask Auntie Bimbo. We see you in Yoruba movies as well. You do English, you do Yoruba, and the
Come on, your
accent
bad
is
name
still
is
the same. Abi,
Adibola.
but
I always tell people
I
I'm
love
biased.
that.
I always tell people I'm
I
biased. My mom is from Edo
yeah,
State. Sabongita.
I just said yes. I read that.
What is Omo Yoruba name is so hey.
So let's talk about it. Do you think because because in the cinemas on Netflix we get to see the English all the time. What is happening to the Yoruba movies? I feel at the time they had us, earthbound. We had some very deep stories, bringing out and culture, and so there were some of them that we really felt. Some have been pushing so well. People like Kule Afolayan, have been fantastically doing job well done, trying to push forward the Yoruba culture in so many ways. But I personally don't feel is enough. What do you think they can do more to, to
I think
balance?
more. I think there's much more coming because I've seen certain a lot of actors are also producing now. So I know someone like Ibrahim Chata. I know he has a big project in the pipeline, and it's going to be amazing. Which is cinema film. I was in it, so I know a lot of Yoruba actors are also producing now. So I think in the next year or so, we'll see more Yoruba films in
That would be
cinema.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be awesome. Okay, so let's talk about your person beyond, because I think you're an humanitarian and you're an advocate, for the women and for the girl child and all. Auntie Bimbo was at our NGO event. I'm sure she can't even remember. It's been years. You were at our NGO event in 2009, Nigerian Red Cross home, Adekunle
Oh
Yaba,
yeah.
Makoko. Yes, it was.
And
I was the one that invited you. It's the
oh
same
wow.
me. It's the same. Yes,
Oh
I know you do
wow.
remember. Yes.
Can you imagine? Oh, wow.
So you said I've been on your case for years. I know you do
Yeah.
remember. Yes, I remember. I remember that call. When I just called you, the next thing you just said, is it for children? I said yes. Is it just to say hello to them and wish them Merry Christmas? I said yes. I said I'll be there. And I was like, you didn't even ask
Important.
me the background and
No,
it
because
was
I
it
think
was
for a lot of us who are from a home with mom, dad, and we tend to forget that there are other people out there who didn't grow up like we did, who are growing up in homes, who grew up in homes. So for me, I think it's important, if we can, to just support. And there's nothing. What's the big deal about going to see children and saying happy, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year? And I think it's also important to give back. You don't have to be rich to do it. You don't have to be very
true.
important to do it. You can do it on your
True.
street. You can do it in your area. You can just say, okay, it's Christmas. I know some people they're struggling. Let me cook and just hand out to certain families. You can do that. Those are the kind of things I think will help. We can't, we're not, you will not, the way we are brought up is that we're an island. Well, it's all for one and one for all. It's changing, and I'm
Yes.
so sad about
Yes.
it. But it shouldn't
Yeah.
change. Because we have proverbs saying that a child is raised by the whole community, not just by the parents.
True.
And I believe
True.
in that. I believe in community. So giving back to the community, no matter who you are, is important. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be an actor. You just have to be a human being. Give back.
Thank you, Auntie Bimbo. Thank you. Thank you. And that takes me to what I read. I read that you have people that you sponsor and they are grown ups now. You have children that
Yes.
you sponsor, that you take care
I
of.
have
Seriously.
loads of Loads of
Well
joy.
done, ma. Well
Loads
done.
of joy.
So what
It's
what
not only
what how do you,
you with your
yeah.
kids. Is that every child that you touch, and it's important. We forget. A lot of us forget that people that come into our lives, they don't just come to work for us. Sometimes we're meant to help their lives. And I learned that from my mom. My mom sent our megats to school. My mom sent
Wow.
our house helps to school. Yes, my
Mommy
mom did that.
deserves those. Mommy deserves. We for mothers, for women, for men that doing fantastic, well with the kids, and the kids turn out great like you. We always do three ghostas for them. So we are going to give mommy and daddy as well. We are combining together
Yes,
three
so,
ghosta. Please, my people, join me. Ghosta, ghosta,
Bosa,
ghosta
Bosa,
for mommy
Bosa.
Akintola. Ghosta to you, mommy. That's
I learned it from
awesome.
my
That's
mom,
so
honestly.
great.
Yes. My mom, I do it as well. My mom used to cook every month and take to Ebute Meta. I do that every month. I cook and I take there. There's a colony. It's for lepers, blind, and crippled. It's a 3-1 community. I take food there every month. It's not
That's
because I
awesome.
have surplus. It's because we can, in the little we have, also give. It doesn't have to be
True.
billions.
Mm.
You can do 50 plates of food. You can do 30. You can do whatever it is. So I do that every month. I don't
Mm.
advertise it, but people who know me know I do it every month. And I cook the food by myself, for your information.
That's what I was about to ask. I wanted to ask that, do you do the cooking yourself? Do
Yes,
you
I do
do,
it in my compound. Yes, I do the
uh
cooking myself. I get
Auntie
someone
Bimbo,
to help
do
out.
you cook? Do you love to cook?
Oh yes, I do. I love cooking. That's one of my relaxation. If I want to relax, give me a pot, a cooker, a pot, food. We're good to go.
Are you
You can
serious?
wake me up at 2 a.m. and I'll cook a pot of soup from scratch.
Seriously, what's your
Yeah.
favorite meal? What's your favorite meal?
I don't think I have one anymore. It's
Mm.
okay. Like my sister loves egusi soup. My sister loves swallow wale. So I'm always cooking soups for her, even though I barely eat it. I cook anything. I cook Indian. I cook Chinese. I cook
Wow,
everything. I even have my own recipes.
wow, wow. You should be on the. You should, Auntie Bimbo, if you're not doing acting, what will you be doing if you're not acting?
Ah, that's hard. I don't think I could. I always try, and I always say, "Nah, I'd act, nothing else." But if I wasn't acting, I'd be a teacher. I think, honestly, because
Mm.
I love working with children. So I think maybe if I wasn't an actor and I wasn't a musician, I'd be a teacher. I'd be a teacher.
Mm.
I
Mm.
think.
Okay, let's. Is there anything you're planning to train, a training school or training anything? Because I know
Yes,
a few.
I've always wanted a theater school or a film school or an acting school, but I also don't want to do it when I'm not, like now I've just started producing. It's taking a lot of my time. I would not like to have a school that I didn't, I wasn't hands on.
Okay.
So it's going to be something I do maybe in another few years, not immediately, but I will. There's no. I had a children's theater when I was a child, from 16 to
Oh, okay.
19, and I had about 15 to 20 children that I worked with. So there's
I,
nowhere
I, will-
else I.
I will put my kids in your theater group. I definitely
Oh,
will.
you see
And I
my
know a
kids
lot of
now.
parents. Yes, yes,
My kids are
yes.
old women and men.
Wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And trust me, Aunt Bimbo, you will sell. Oh. That market will sell. Especially because
Abi,
of, yes, you will sell. We have seen it, Ni. We have seen the results. So we don't need anyone to cajole. We don't need marketing skills for this one. This one will sell. It's product of over 20 years. Fantastic product. So it's not as if this one has been tested and trusted. So that market will sell very, very well. It will sell well. So, do you have any songs that you've composed or anything? Is there any song that you've composed? Because I know you sing as well.
nah, I don't have any songs I've composed, but I sing like my latest my favorite song right now is this lady. What's her name again? Goodness, I keep forgetting her name. Jesus love me too much.
Oh, Mercy Chiu,
Except love. I
Mercy,
love
yeah.
her. Her singing is so
Mm,
passionate. I'm sure that God
very,
just hears her. Oh, that's my daughter.
that's
I'm
awesome.
She's so passionate. It's
Oh, that's
amazing.
awesome. That's
So that's
awesome.
that's
Oh,
my
Mercy
go-to
Chiu.
song right now.
Oh, fantastic. She should hear this. I'm sure she'll be so happy that Bimbo is
Oh
saying this
no,
about her.
I love her songs. She's
Oh,
my go-to
fantastic.
for prayers. But I
Awesome.
like to sing.
Awesome.
Yes, her songs are amazing.
Can
And
we
it's
try it, Auntie Bimbo? Can we try it?
which one? Oh yeah, you try. You
This
sing. Let's hear.
that's a challenge. I like that. Oh yeah, this one that you just said now.
Oh yeah, no.
Jesus, you
Let's
love
hear.
me too much. Oh yeah, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, no.
Let's, it's you. I cannot sing. Go, Mike. Me, I cannot
Okay.
sing. No, I will. Don't worry. I'll do backup. I'll do backup with my.
Okay, let's
I'll
just
be
say
using.
thank you, God. I just want to
Okay.
say, I just want to say, Baba, oh, there we go.
And people, I'm jealous. I'm
Why
jealousing
now?
you. Ah, just
Don't just
many gifts now. Ah, see the way you're singing again. Ah, you are acting, you are scattering everywhere. Now you are singing, we are lost in the spirit because of you. I'm jealous. And you are speaking English, sir. You have to listen well to it.
I think
God has
a lot of theater people, we sing, we dance, we act. It's a 3-in-1 for theater. You have to have
mm,
all the gifts.
mm. But it's been a while we've seen the theater. It's been a while. Are we seeing you
Well,
soon?
the last performances I had were not in Nigeria. Hear Word, even though I've left the cast of Hear Word, I will still talk about Hear Word because it talks about females in Nigeria and the situations that we find our women and our children, the problems that the girl child is facing in certain ethnicities, you know. So Hear Word was the last thing I did outside the country. We wanted to also spread the word, and we found out that in taking it outside Nigeria, there's so many similarities worldwide.
Mm. Yeah,
Women.
yeah,
We're all
true.
actually in the same situation and the same position.
Yeah, true, true, so true, Auntie Bimbo, so true. And I'm so grateful that you're passionate about this because I feel a lot of young girls, even boys, a lot of young boys and young girls need the right role model. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. We need the right role models. I feel for these younger ones because they have so many things pulling them, peer pressure, social media, the
There's a
fake
lot.
life is there's a lot. Unlike our generation, there's a lot pulling them. And of course, the parents are now, they have to work. It's not easy like then that you have your mom stay with you or one sibling trying to cater for them. Now parents have to do the extra effort. So their independency is so early compared to our days. And so I
Very true.
feel that a lot of them need help from right role models. And sincerely, if I have my way, you are the kind of people that these the long ones should look up to, for those that want to go into acting, want to develop their skills, because you are hardworking. Abba, there's no day I talk to you, either you're on set or you're your way to the set or something.
That
Everything is on acting, and it's very encouraging and it's motivating. Before I call you, I always know that I'm always like careful because I know you're doing something. You're really idle, and like you said, put in the work. Put in the work.
Can I say
Mm,
something, Aderonke? Something that I think is so important. Role models don't have to they don't have to be actors. We are all
yes,
role models, all of us, each and
yes,
every person. So if you pick 5 girls in your neighborhood and you talk to them and you're there for them, we're changing.
mm,
We're changing things. We're supporting women who are working so hard they can't be with their children 24/7. I do that no matter where I find myself. Once I find younger ones, if it's on set, wherever, I sort of sit down with them and we talk and I find out what's going on in their lives, what they're doing, and I always give advice. And we can all do that.
good
All of
thing.
us. Yes, all of us. Imagine if every woman in Lagos had 5 girls that she was mentoring. Imagine that.
Mm,
We would be changing
yeah,
lives. If 5 is too much, start with
true.
one. That one person that knows that whatever time they call on you, you'll be there to just, even if it's just to say you're fine, you're great. Don't judge.
Mm,
Don't live your life by other people's standards. Remember that ikao dogba.
Ben, Ben.
Just even if it's just to say that. So it's a challenge for
Mm,
everyone that's listening today. Help at least one younger person in your neighborhood.
mm.
Be that person, that mentor for one person, at least one person.
Thank you. Thank you. So true, so true. And I'm sure everyone is listening right now. Thank you, Auntie Bimbo. Thank you so much for that. So share with us what is the role? Because you seem like a very family oriented person. You seem like someone that is value driven, and you have been teaching it to us every year, right, left, right, and center. Where does the place of God come into play in all of this? Is it all hard work? Is it all about hard work?
There's nothing we do without God. We can't, there's nothing that we do that is not, that can be right without God. For me, I won't talk about other people. God is my peace. See, I might not go to church every Sunday, but if I sit down someone and I sing, which I do a lot, and I sing a song and I say, thank you, Father,
Yes,
sort of
we've confirmed it.
it reminds me of the abundance. Because sometimes we forget that God is abundance. God is love. Everything that happens to us is for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. So without God, we are nothing. Without God, I wouldn't be here. Without God, I wouldn't be, you wouldn't know who I am. All the opportunities that he gave me would not have existed. The talents that I have could not be there if there's no God. God is everything. And, you know, because of the struggles of our economy and being a Nigerian and living in this country, and, you know, it's hard. I know how hard it is. But in all of that, we must always, even if it's at your lowest point in a day, just say, thank you, God. So without God, we can't achieve anything. God is everything. God is our life. Every facet of our life is dependent on God. That's how I feel.
Thank you so much, Auntie Bimbo. Thank you for that. I love that. I love that. So share like, in final word before we finally round off, one or two questions, then we round off. So share with us for those that a lot of young ladies, you know, like someone saw your age and said, no way. That in his head, all he thought was that you were like your early 40s, and I was like, Auntie Bimbo has been since 1990. And you know, because of your look, you
First,
keep getting
95, 96.
95,
Out of bounds.
95,
I just got into university then. Yes. So Out of Bounds, Oh Blow was first, my first film, and then Out of Bounds.
Oh dear, what happened? Hope
You're
not
back.
next
I
time.
can
We're
hear
almost
you.
rounding up. Please don't go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, network shouldn't go. I think this time around is from my hand. Okay, Auntie Bimbo, she's back. Okay.
Okay, I can
Okay,
hear
you're
you.
saying yes. Okay.
I said,
Okay, you
Out
were
of
saying
Oh Blow was 95, 96. That was my first film.
okay. Okay. So a lot of I hear everyone say but I like the way you respond to the questions on marriage and all that. Please can you share with you know young ladies that are having this pressure from home, from friends, you know, seeing their friends get married and they are feeling so pressured and they are hurting their dreams. I don't like the fact that because of one thing you stop all other gifts that God has given you. I feel that for every gift, like you've been saying, it's for a purpose. So don't stop one. You know, don't stop all because of one. You know, everything has timing. So please share and encourage, you know,
I
others
don't
that
think there's one. I don't think there's one woman out there who wouldn't want to be married. And for because
thank you. Thank you for
our society is also very marriage driven, so which puts a lot of
mm,
pressure on young girls. But I always tell people, it's important no matter what you're doing. It's good to say, oh yes, I'm married, but also how happy are you in that marriage, and how did you choose that person? Was it through peer pressure, or because your parents say it's time? And it's not easy to stone, but make sure that whoever you choose, you're doing it for the right reasons. And once you're there, give it everything you've got. Everything you've got, because marriage is not easy.
true.
It's not.
Very
It's
true.
two different
Very
people from two absolutely different backgrounds coming
true.
together to become one. So that's not easy. And for those of you who are going through pressure, just, first and foremost, I'll say pray about it, because nothing can happen without God. So pray about your situation, and also don't allow anyone to pressure you.
Mm. Thank you, Auntie Bimbo. Thank you. Someone just asked. He said, "Is Auntie Bimbo from? Do you know the late Babaladoke Akitola?" I'm sure you hear
No,
that all.
we're not related. I'm from Oyo State, Ibadan. I think they're from
Oh,
Ogbomoso.
they are from Ogbomoso. Yes, they are from Ogbomoso. Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Auntie Bimbo. So finally, in few words, before we now throw all the accolades in for you, share with us the principles that have sustained you through these 20 years. You've when it comes to the job. Auntie Bimbo, we cannot. The awards, your awards should be, your room should be full of awards from top to bottom. If we are actually doing the right thing, if we those that are given the awards actually do good, because I feel that for every of your movie role, you deserve an award. You do.
Thank
So what has
you.
sustained you? What has sustained you all through these years?
My belief is that whatever you're doing, do it with all of your heart. So I do everything with all of my heart. And I'm also very professional. I don't play with work. If you tell me show up at 10 o'clock, I will be there at 9:45. And if I'm not, there'll be a reason for it. You will know well in advance, and I will bug you with messages, you an update every 5 to 10 minutes. It can be annoying, I've heard. But so it's doing everything with all of your heart. Life, I tell
Mm,
people, I said, life is short. If you're doing something and you're not doing with all of your heart, there's no need for you to do it. So for me, especially when I find roles that I'm so excited about, I do it with all of my heart.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Thank you,
your
Auntie. And Auntie Rika
role.
confirmed that. She said when it comes to the job, your professionalism can be too much.
Yes, I bug
You're
her.
very professional. She said so.
I bug her a lot. I bug her a lot.
She said so. Thank you so much, Auntie Bimbo. Auntie Bimbo, I wish you can read all these comments. Can I quickly just read through for you to
Okay,
she's
go.
ageless, she's ageless, she's beautiful, she sings well too, she has a great
Thank
voice. Auntie
you.
Bimbo has a great personality. That's
Thank
Temitope.
you.
Temilola says she has a great voice.
Thank
Um,
you.
Felix Augusta said that Auntie Bimbo bossa for you, three bossa for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okwaluwa says Auntie Bimbo is humanity because she's beautiful.
Oh,
Um,
thank
someone said Auntie Bimbo is good at what she does. That's Kemi. She said, I can
you.
hear you, Auntie Bimbo, loud and clear. You're speaking to us.
Oh,
Someone
thank you,
said,
guys.
um, someone said, I Toby said, I have seen quite a number of your movies, but your act in 93 days, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Thank
This is
you.
my big
Thank
auntie. This is my big auntie, Auntie Ayobami. She said, I love this Auntie Bimbo. Everything about her, I love. Her vibes, her courage. In fact, I don't know how to put it. I see no fault in her. Ronke, you are trying. How did
oh,
you get her? She's very good. Come when you see her, please, on theater. I've seen her live on theater, and she was amazing. She was wow. I love you, Bimbo. That's
thank
Auntie
you,
Auntie
Auntie Ayobami. Thank
Ayobami.
you.
Yes.
Thank
Then
you,
this is
Ayobami.
Anthony. Anthony Adebola says, I was starstruck when I found out we took a CLA module together at UI. He said he
See?
was in your school. Yes, he was
That's so
starstruck. That
cool.
he couldn't approach you. Maybe he was just staring at you
Oh,
from afar. If somebody
that
said,
just
please, he said you know
thank
how
you.
to
Thank you
find.
so much,
So,
guys.
so much beautiful words. Thank Bosa for you and to be she's passionate
Thank you.
about her role. Her consistency is thumbs up. They said that they had a movie with Desmond Elliott at Abeokuta.
Yep.
People are
I
remembering you. Yeah.
fantastic.
Then
Thank
somebody wants
you.
to connect with you, Auntie Lara Wise. Lara Wise wants to connect with you. She works with AIT. She's one of their top producers at AIT. She's a journalist and she's also special advisor on media to the is what do they call him? The fourth man in National Assembly or thereabout.
Okay, you can
She said
just
she would
DM on my send her a message with
like.
my number. That's fine.
Okay, I will, ma. I will. And so many comments from previous posts that I've had.
Thank you,
People are
guys.
so
Thank
happy.
you,
They are
everyone.
so
I'm so
happy with you.
grateful. I am
And
so,
people,
so
thank you.
grateful.
I can never thank you enough. Even though I've been pursuing you for 5 months, but finally we
Okay, I
did it.
have to
And
say, no, Roka, you are persistent. I was so ashamed of myself at one point. Every time I look at the phone and see your number, I say, God, I've died. This guy is going to kill me. I told myself that if I don't do it soon, you have every right to kill me. No, I'm
even
really
though
grateful for the word
there was a time that my husband was like, "Won't you give up?" I said, "No, give up. How? That the fact that she's giving me audience is a proof that God supposed to have to be on my show. She's not giving me audience. It's a different thing. She never told me that I can't do it. She only said that we have to look for the time. So it's just a timing thing. It wasn't as if she said no. So if she had told me no from the beginning, I would have let go. But you just told me that
Yeah.
let's keep talking, let's look for the time. And bish,
Ronke,
you did it today.
thank you for your persistence. Honestly, thank you for your persistence.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I mean, but I love you with all of my heart. Your works
Thank
are beautiful. Please,
thank you.
please, truly, whatever, because we know you're human and you may have your challenges, whatever you're going through, we love you and we are praying
Thank
for you. Just know that there are people out there praying for
Oh
you.
my
And when
goodness,
your
thank
movie
you.
comes out, please share with us. We are going to, I will pay for people to come and watch. I will drag people to
Ah,
come
thank you,
and
my
watch.
love.
Like you said, I like that you were open
Thank you.
about it. And you guys need all the support. And sincerely, I think
Thank
you
you.
guys are doing an amazing job at the Nollywood industry. You guys are amazing. You are making life easy and pleasant. And you're creating jobs as well. And so
Very
that's
true.
all. You're creating jobs and you're bringing out creativity of people. Your makeup guys are fantastic. Your costume guys are doing fantastically well too. The DOPs, the cameras, everybody's upping their game and it's awesome. I mean, but thank you. Thank you for all the movies. Thank you
Thank
for the roles that you
thank
played and for your advocacy as well, for your humanitarian work. God bless
you.
you. God will bless you. We
Thank
pray
you,
that your
Lord. Thank you.
generations yet unborn, they will reap the fruit of your labor. All your labor of love will
Amen.
not vain. It will not be in vain. We will
Amen.
remember you for years and years to come in good memory, in good name, and sincerely, we love you, Auntie Bimbo. We love you. And I'm
Thank
speaking on behalf of so many people because I know they do love you out there. God bless you for
thank
what you do. Keep going, keep going. Always remember that we pray for you. We pray for you. And
thank you
Bimbo,
so
thank you
much.
so
God,
much. It's been awesome having
thank
you.
you.
One more time. Let's do to the Queen herself. This is what we do. Yes, you deserve this. Please,
Thank
everyone,
you.
a bow to Auntie Bimbo. She
Thank you
deserves it.
so much.
Well done.
Thank
Well done, ma'am.
thank you.
Well done.
Thank you
Love
so
you. Bye. Thank you. She's going back
much.
to settle. Can you imagine? She's going back to work again. Bye. Oh, beautiful people. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you so much. I see you guys. Thank you for staying with us. Can I tell you that for some people that didn't hear, it took me 5 months. Yes, from October 2020, I was pursuing Auntie Bimbo. October, November, December, January, February. It took me 5 months and 4 days to get her to be on my show. Yes, so if you are going to do something like this, please keep going. Don't give up. The fact that she picked up my call, she said, okay, I wouldn't mind doing this, but not now. Just keep calling me. And I kept calling. After a while, she was like, you this guy, you sure you're not tired? I said, I'm not tired though. You have to come to the show. And I kept calling. The last one, she just said, okay, let's just do it. Let me let you go. Let us do it once and for all. But I'm grateful because she's one person I love so, so very much. I love what she does. I love her consistency. I love her continuity. I love the fact that she brings value to the table for every role. She brings value, and you can tell, you can see it. She said she works hard, passionately as well, and she believes in speaking for the Nigerian women and the girl child, and anyone that has a heart to bring solution to the table, to bring a change. You definitely know that those people, they are blessed people and they will excel. And Tibimbo will pray for you that God will bless you for all the beautiful works you brought to our homes. We'll say God bless you. God keep keeping you and guiding you, and may all your heart desires come true. So many times it's good to hear from these guys than read up, blogs, negativity about them. Let's celebrate them. Like they say, give the flower when they are alive. Give them those flowers. And that's what we do on this show. This show, regardless of their person, that's not our business. It's about their work, for us. And that work is very important. As far as they are influencing positively, we celebrate them. And that's what we do on our Aderonke live show. We celebrate those that have mattered to us. We don't want them to pass on to glory and we start putting posters and start saying sweet words. Let's say the sweet words right now that they are with us. Let's say the sweet words. And let's keep encouraging and supporting our home. They tell our stories better. They sing our songs better. They are with us. So why not celebrate them together? Thank you for being on the show. I see you guys. God bless you. You can watch the replay on my YouTube channel, Aderonke Onikpede. Like we say on this show, the day you wake up to your dreams is your morning. These are people that, they are walking in their dreams and you can do the same. That's why we bring them on the show to inspire, to motivate you to wake up to your dream. Did you hear when she said that if there's any other thing she wants to do, we asked her if she can do any other thing apart from acting. She said it would be hard. She drinks and eats acting, but the next one she said she can do maybe teaching because she loves to impact. So what is it that you can do? What is that thing that you are doing right now or you want to do? Go for it. Go for it. Keep going. The world will appreciate it one day. It might seem so long, but it will be recognized soon. Thank you so much. YouTube Aderonke Onikpede. Please subscribe, like, and comment. God bless you. Share this videos. I need Auntie Bimbo to see it all the time. I love her too much. I think I'm just that strong. Thank you guys. Bye. Have a wonderful weekend. My love to your family and to everyone praying for something or the other. God will grant you all your desires. Yes, to all the women. It's Monday, World International Women Day. I am grateful I'm a woman, and I'm grateful that I'm here to make my little impact. And I pray that all over the world, you, my lady, you, my sis, whatever you're doing, keep going strong. We're celebrating each other. I celebrate you as a woman. I celebrate the gift of God on your life. I celebrate where you are. I celebrate where you are going. And I celebrate your past because made you to be where you are today. So keep going. Happy World International Women Day to all my sisters all over the world, Ghana, Cameroon, Uganda, everywhere, in America, Nigerians in diaspora, Nigerians in America, in UK, in Canada, all over the world. Keep going, mama. God got you. Bye, everyone. Good night, people. Please, men, send wishes to your wife. We'll pray for them on World International Women Day.